and we're going to bring back the song. Okay? Fuck you.
Previously
Fuck you.
on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
I just want to know this, people. Fans of Dave Meltzer, right? Because when this trash of a most overrated list came out, I posted how trash of a list this was. Wanted to go ahead and try to sabotage me, but you can never have as much talent as I have because in my pinky, I got more talent than both of you guys put together. I got traction on this. And I love the fact that I got traction on it because for years, this man has said some of the most diabolical trash takes there ever. There it is, Jeffrey. Hashtag death to dirt sheets. You know what? It don't have to come from me because you guys don't know me. And if you don't know me, you should know me, but take it from somebody that you do like.
Contrary to everybody going out there and saying, you know, online or whatever, this is where they're going. I know. I talked to a dude to another dude that talked to a dude that said he knew this. I can tell you none of them know.
To him, there should be no copyright infringement. I spoke to the creator of the video. I spoke to the creator of the music, and I have both their permissions. I had to play this song. I loved it. Here we go.
I am Bobo Brazil, Big Cat, Ernie Ladd. I am Bad News Browns, ATG, Big Shad. I am Coco Beware, Rod Simmons, Bearcat. I am Black History. Every time I hit the mat and the street profits is up, never been a new jack. Almighty like Bobby, I show and prove that. Put the culture on my back. I'm the EST of rap. I am Black History. Every time I hit the mat, yeah. Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're wrong. What you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling. That's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Welcome back, everybody, on this beautiful Monday. And even though it's beautiful outside, well, maybe not where you live at, but shit, I live in Atlanta. I don't know if it's beautiful out there, but welcome back, beautiful motherfucking people. I'm your host, Mike Knoxxx. That's spelled with 3 X's because I'm sick as a motherfucker, and I'm still here to talk professional wrestling. But people, guess what? Y'all see that beautiful face next to me over here. Look at that. She finally showed back up. She hit 7 episodes and it ain't come back for 3 after that.
But I'm back now.
But she's back now. Welcome everybody back to the program, Miss Honeybee. Miss Honeybee, how you doing today, girl?
Hey, everybody. I'm doing all right. How are you, Mike?
I am doing
besides being sick.
Yeah. I am just fine. Thanks for joining us. And guys, let me just go ahead and get this out the way first. The particulars, please. Number to call in 516-259-9517. Have a voice with the voice for the voices because you guys try to have voices. You guys been having podcasts and you get like 16 people watching you. And I just don't understand how people think that you're great because you're not, because we are great right here on Unpopular Review. So make sure you follow Unpopular Reviews Wrestling on your Twitter, on your Instagram, wherever social media is sold. And while you're there, make sure you follow yours truly, The Mike Knoxxx Show. That's right, Mike Knoxxx with 3 X's because I'm spelling my name. I already told you because I'm hardcore with 3 X's. I am the host of hosts. You are the $1 million host. I'm a $1 million host. You're the $1 million host. We take me in and out $20 million collection. You can tell that my medicine is starting to kick in. So I'm gonna slow the fuck down before I can catch up for all y'all. But listen, not just do that. I got my people backstage holding me down. My man King Vaughn Jr. 301 on the Twitter. That's the Victorious Ones podcast holding me down for over a decade. That man did a bid, y'all. He did a bid, y'all. And guess what? He ain't had to go on his knees and make sure we're stick either because he ain't go to real jail. He just been down here and with Mike Knoxxx and always join us to be talking about people going to jail from the penitentiary. The Z is silent, always going to be backstage as well, being my guy. That's my man in the chair, right? Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Marvel movies. That's my guy in the chair. right there, holding me down backstage, eating, ramen with chopsticks, trying to show off and whatnot. But guys, we got a plethora of things to talk about today. Again, the number to call in, you want to have a voice, 516-259-9517 is the number to call in. And, the Mike Knoxxx Show, typically, realistically, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And it frankly, it gets warm because The Rock has returned. What's going on, Todd? What's going on, Mad Dog? What's going on, people out there? What's going on, Jaquez? The Rock has returned. And it's the talk, Patrick Nelson, what's going on? It's the talk of the entire wrestling world. Good, bad, or indifferent. But you know what? They're cheering. You're not saying we coming for you, Tessa, right? So it must be some good stuff popping off, right? So let's talk about the weekend wrestling. We already know The Rock has returned, but number 5 on my list this week, and I'm just going to be honest with you because, I have a saying around here. Some people don't like it. Frankly, I don't think people understand it, but it's okay. Okay? I will always and forever be on the supporting of my people.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
Damn it, I think Moose is corny. Okay? I said it. I openly said it, and I don't give a fuck what they got to say about it, honeybee. I'm sorry. Look at this man. First of all, look at this man's face right here. I'm not sure if he got to take a shit or he smelt shit, which one it was. I'm not saying he shit. No, I'm saying that, we got new rules around here on Unpopular Review. There it is already. Indifferent. There it is. Boo. What did he say in that kitchen song, y'all? I want everybody on my team to go, boo-boo. Right? So, I'm just not a fan of Moose. And maybe it's a little personal, Facebook beef back in the day. I don't know. Maybe it is, when you're in this business, because you're in the business, not just talking about a business you wish you could talk about, and you actually put in the work that I put in to have roots be grown, you can say these things. I'm just being honest. I'm not a fan of this guy. Hey, B, what it do? What's going on? I'm serious, man. Like, he came out, everybody went crazy, and I ain't gonna even front. What's going on, DC the Collector? Low key, I was excited to see him up there. I was like, oh, look at NXT TNA making a comeback. Right? I said logo. Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? I said, oh, look at it. He finally made it to NXT. And I'm like, okay. Just look at this guy. I really, really wish, honeybee, that my man, they called him, I'm really sick right now. Dice, you might have to pop on for this word. The Pants, right? I wish he didn't have to go be a good
Marcus
man.
Corvon, Monty Brown.
And take care of his family, okay? Because he was the man. This guy, I'm not so sure of. But, hey, the world went crazy. We see Obama Finney. That's what I call him. I don't care what y'all say, okay? The future of the black wrestling division coming out here. But here's the problem I have with Oba. And that, you know what? I chalk it up to his culture. That man was wearing ponies on his feet. When the last time y'all saw ponies? Honeybee, you're in Chicago. You're from Chicago. They wearing ponies.
Real quick, what are ponies?
Exactly. Sneakers. That man had,
I don't know about that.
I just was like, okay, the world went all Cartman on the screen for this segment. It was good though. I cannot front. I cannot tell a lie. It was entertaining. Not because Oba Finney's there, and I hope he squashes Mr. Moose. Okay, my wife watches this show right now, guys, called Alone. And this man, first of all, this show is crazy. If you've never seen Alone, this is like the greatest reality TV show in the world, right? Because people are out in the woods and Himalayas and all that shit by themselves. Anyway, this man killed the whole moose. Can somebody kill this moose for me, please? And then all of a sudden, Obi Finney shows up to TNA with the Hardys. And everybody still goes wild. And the Hardys show up tomorrow on NXT, and everybody's all forgiven because this NXT NA invasion has begun. The last invasion we had was one of my favorite times in pro wrestling, one of my favorite matches of all time that people don't talk about. Jeff Hardy versus RVD happened at that invasion. I loved it, but I also thought the WWE dropped the ball on that invasion angle, where they dropped the ball with this one. You should take some Oba Finney and This guy, look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face.
Well, you know me. I can't watch NXT on Tuesdays because of bowling, so I had to see the highlights. But honestly, I've never heard of Moose because I don't watch TNA, so I'm just kind of in the dark about everything.
You never heard of Moose?
No, I didn't watch TNA.
Okay, you didn't miss much from what they tell me. Right, I gotta be careful. I want to get a phone call after the show or doing the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
No. But again, boo-boo. But see, she don't even know about that guy. But hey, now you get a chance to know who Moose is because he's going to
definitely check it out.
And Oba Finney's going to win both titles. He should be because Oba Finney is why we are here.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Black and a motherfucker too. Now, number 4 on my list. I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes of today's show, honeybee.
Mm-hmm.
It was really number 4, the Profits. They're up. What do you think about the Street Profits' new take on their
so now? When they first came out, were they heels?
Yes,
and they were, but they weren't as
hardcore. Tag teams heels in the beginning. Don't you know that?
But they weren't as hardcore as they are now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I like this newer version of the Street Profits. I've been wanting them to win the title for a minute. So hopefully they definitely take the ball and run with this one as far as making them basically the end all be all for them. And then
hands off. I'm the producer.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think. New Day is not on the same show, right? They're on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we wouldn't be able to see them then.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the New Day being the heels for Mondays, Street Profits will be the heels for some Fridays. And I think it's a decent look.
It is.
Right. I think that's a decent look. And just hopefully they give them the titles for a little bit because you can't have them out here beating ass and don't do nothing with it.
Listen, all this ass kicking they doing and taking names. I'm talking always say it. I want to say it like that girl from the from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like kicking names and kicking ass.
She's like, kick names, take ass.
Yeah, kick names, take ass. They cannot be out here doing all that good shit and lose.
Right.
All right, that's for sure. Because this is the problem with the Street Profits. This has been the problem with their booking with the Street Profits is the hot and coldness. Right. Again, I'm going to call in 516-259-9517. Got something to say? Go ahead and bring it onto the program. If you don't like what I say, bring it to the program. Don't like it? Listen anyway. Okay. And make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. It's in the link below. All right. Subscribe to the Patreon. We try to do bigger and better things, including getting people better cameras and getting better microphones and just getting better things to you. Okay. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe as well. But they can't keep doing all this, right? They go on there. They beat Pretty Deadly's ass. This is one of the best, I don't want to say cold. I was lukewarm on Montez when everybody was huge Montez fans. The match between Oba Finney and Moose will be a hard-hitting match. Well, duh, it has to be, right? They're not Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero. So that's what they got. I'm not trashing Triple H with the no black male talent right now. No, I'm not going to trash him with that either. With the no male black, but the problem is,
boy, you was definitely dyslexic. That said trusting.
Oh, trusting. What I say? Okay. First of all, I ain't got my glasses on. Second of all, I'm sick. And third of all, kiss my black ass. Okay. All right. I see you guys calling in right now. Give me 1 second. I'll get you momentarily. But when I look at the Profits, like I say, I was always lukewarm on them in the beginning. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Profits at first. They grew on me. Right. But what they seem to do all the time is that yo-yo effect in wrestling. They give you a little bit, they take it all back. They give you a little bit, they take it all back. And then we don't know what we get with them. What's your take about that booking they've had before now?
I don't like the booking they've had. Like I said, I've been a Street Profits fan since they were heel at first and they switched over to being face and now they're going heel again. I just been wanting them to actually win a title or have a good storyline. Or if anything, if they're going to go, I want them to go back to how they used to do, backstage segments where they would basically, give you a rundown what's been going on with the show and still keep that hardcore edge. Like I think that solidified who they were when they were Street Profits. They were telling you what's happening in the streets. Like they should keep that. They're gonna keep the name, keep the gimmick, and just keep them heel.
Yeah, listen, they're a long way from the programs, Crime Time, and what they were, what they were given. They're finally given an opportunity. I can really say since the Hurt Business, and before that, New Day. right? So hopefully they will do something. And it's not the fact. What I also don't want though is what they've done, and that's just completely run roughshod over everybody, right? There has to be an equal balance. I think that's the problem for me with some of the booking they do. It's either all in or nothing, and that's not wrestling, right? The 4 Horsemen got their asses beat plenty of times. I know, I've seen it. Let me go ahead and get this guy on the line. He's calling. I see you guys calling. I'm get you guys coming in order to the program. First up here is the executive consultant from Monday Night Raw. Make sure you guys come back tonight to check out the rated R Raw review show, as this is the Mike Knoxxx Show. What's going on, Christopher? EC? You there? I don't hear you, brother.
Oh yeah, I don't know who you calling Christopher, but just wanted to say real quick that big fan of the show. I've been watching for so long time. Huh?
What does your birth certificate say?
Executive consultant. Excellent.
That's good shit. Such good shit. Go ahead. Right, go to your comment.
So yeah, big fan of the show. You know, I think your show works very well with Honey Bee on it.
Thank you.
I do have a concern over the fact that y'all don't know who Moose is. This is like the greatest thing ever.
I know who Moose is.
I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah,
I don't watch TNA like that.
You know, this is like the biggest dream match you can come up with NXT TNA level, and y'all just like not gave it the respect.
I would rather have
Dolph Ziggler. I just want to let y'all know that y'all need to respect Zeus. Wow, that's pretty sad. Okay, well, keep it going.
All right.
Keep it going.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Let me just add a little intelligence.
I apologize for not knowing
don't you
who
dare
Moose
apologize
is, okay?
for them doing a bad
but
job.
it's just, you know, I don't watch TNA. I'm sorry.
there it is, right? But no, here's my thing about that. What I've always tried to educate people here with is that's why they're teasing a match between them and Murder Machine. This is my thing with Moose. And I always try, like I said, try to educate people on taking out your fandom of things and honestly giving your take, your assessment. Before we had our social media beef, I just don't think he's not my kind of guy, right? He's not somebody that entertains me in any way in wrestling. And again, I thought it was very good for me to say because I know Dice and myself, he always said, "Man, Mike, you're so pro-black," and I am. Right. And I even said to him, I said, this week I think was sad. I said, yo, man, I'm ripping this Moose shit on Monday. He was like, oh, God. Right. He's like, all the things that finally rip, you're going to rip this. Yes, I am. Because I just don't think he's good. I just don't. It's just what it is. My man, DC the Collectors.
I have to see a match or something.
Yeah, go watch him. And you come back next Monday and tell me what you think. All right. Okay. DC the Collector, you are on.
Hey, can you hear me? What's up, Knoxxx Show? Y'all there?
Yeah, we hear it, buddy boy. What's going on?
Oh, okay. Good day. Just real quick. What's your take? I'm a little confused what's going on Rock in WrestleMania. He a good guy, he a bad guy, he a good guy, he a bad guy. What the hell? This booking is shitty.
Well, I'm going to steal a line from the Z is Solid from this past Saturday. Your soul is mine. We'll get into that. And see where that falls in my return of The Rock. I will let that go. I think it's funny because the day before he makes the announcement on Friday that he's going to be at SmackDown, right? It was this, The Rock just lands the lead in a Martin Scorsese film, right? That's all you heard was The Rock. The Rock lands a thing in Martin Scorsese's film. It's the first thing you heard. And then the next day, we get this, right? And I just think that's absolutely hilarious. Anything else you want to talk about other than The Rock? So I'll get into that a little bit later here.
Nah, that's going to do it for me for now. Just hello, everybody. And Honey Bee, welcome back today.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Only gone for like a month. Only a month. But we appreciate y'all. Listen, y'all make sure y'all follow my man DC the Collector, y'all, on Instagram. That man got some collections for y'all ass, including beautiful belts. All right. Thank you, my brother.
All good. Much love.
All right. So let me go to the next segment. I see calls coming in. I will get to you guys momentarily. Dice, you're hilarious backstage. Number 3 right now. If y'all did not listen, I am on record. See how things can change, Honey Bee, right? This is the beauty of professional wrestling. I am not a big fan of Gunther, but he's doing things to make me like him because whatever you watch wrestling for is what you watch wrestling for, right? No matter what comes out of my mouth next, just understand I said that too, okay? Right. What you like is what you like, right? I always say when Vaughn sends me 50,000 lists that he redoes over and over and over again, I always say, hey, it's your list, right? So Even though it could be a trash list, not talking about Vaughn, just saying in general, that's your list. I didn't like Gunther. I couldn't stand him. You know why? Because he wasn't entertaining to me. I stopped caring about how a person wrestling inside the square ring about 15, 20 years ago. You know why? Because wrestling has been ever changing ever since. Do I want to see a great match? Absolutely. Does it make or break a wrestler? I think it does not. As long as they can go a little bit in the ring, it's storytelling. And if anybody says anything different about that, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say this, you are dead wrong. Wrestling is storyline. Point blank, period. Okay? Point blank and period, it's storyline. Okay? That's what it is. So what's going on right now? What's going on, Fernando? This man entertained me. This man came out on Monday, okay, and went to the crowd like he was Jey Uso. He said, just how you do it?
He's like, that's how you do it? Come on, do it with me. He was like, my favorite part is when the little boy was standing there. He's like, move, little child, before something happens to you. And the kids just stood there. And then he walked around. I'm like, yeah, because he wasn't going to do nothing to him. He wasn't going to push him out the way. Like, I just thought that was funny to me.
Listen, I wish he'd have pushed him out the way like Frank the Tank did in Old School when he was the clown. He just must have get out the way. I wish it, but this man to everybody to glorify, right? And to love him so much for his in-ring talent. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Gunther can't wrestle. That's not what I'm saying. Right? It's just for me, when I watch his matches, they become the same things over and over. And that's a lot to say, right? When I'm a big fan of Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT Cena. I get that. True. Okay. However, I think for me, my biggest thing that I've ever done in life, and I know people feel the same way. You guys all have to feel it. When somebody else jocks something so bad, it kind of automatically, you're trying to get a pause on them, right? Like, what's all that about? Right? Like, if there's people out here, believe it or not, as crazy as they are, don't like Michael Jordan. You know why they don't like Michael Jordan? Because he was shoved down their damn throats. Yeah. So I don't blame you if you don't like Michael Jordan. I think you're crazy, but that's your prerogative. Bobby Brown taught me that a long time ago. But this is entertaining. Huh?
Can I ask you something?
You can ask me anything.
What does Gunther have to do to make him entertaining in the ring for you?
It's not the part in the ring for me. It was everything else that didn't connect. And this is connecting with me, right? Okay. Again, the fans made me not like him because it was, oh my God, he's great. He's this, he's banger after banger after banger. When I think they're putting a wool before your eyes, hold on. Like a mushroom, right? And not knowing that every match he had that were banger after banger was the people he was in the ring with, right? If you put my big, fat, out of shape, sick ass in the ring with DM Hunk, I bet it's a good ass match. Because it's DM Hunk.
Right.
That's my take in the whole scenario. But this right here, him coming out, him going after Pat McAfee, all this was brilliant. And this man comes out, who's going to win the WrestleMania, by the way. Okay, both brothers will walk out of WrestleMania as champions. Let's go ahead and put that out there right now, Vaughn, that the Usos separately will walk out of WrestleMania on two different nights as champions. One is U.S. champion and one is world champion. I'm calling it now. Just like I'm going to call next year, Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble. That one's a far-fetched cry. All right, I'm just... And what am I lying about? What am I lying? You can't say lies. But I don't tell no lies.
I'd rather give that to CM Punk, but okay.
Okay, the man was in fantastic matches from everyone, from all shapes and sizes. Yeah, with the people he was in the ring with. That's all I'm saying. I'm with you, Fernando. Not liking him is crazy, right? But Jimmy, or Jay, that is, little Jimmy, or little Jay comes out. Jimmy is winning. That is not a lie. Okay, if Jimmy, we're talking about Jay. I get him confused sometimes. Shit, which one are you, Oos? All right, we're talking about Jay. Jay's winning this thing, and so is Jimmy. Honorable mentions. I'm gonna take my first break of the night and come back. Honey B. Oh, God, it's that time, y'all. I'm gonna take a page again from the Z is silent. It's time for everybody in the crowd. The hashtag BGM and give it to me. Peach. Ooh, that black girl magic on the screen, yo. These girls, first of all, Naomi's guilty as fuck. Okay. Let's just get down.
I can see that. I can see that.
You see, she ain't texting me back. Yeah, I bet she ain't texting you back because you land or whatever onto a roof of a car. But they show up with their Bring It On outfits, just looking as scrumptious as can be, right? Liv Morgan's like, oh, damn. Hold on. First of all, I'm going to keep trying to tell you this, Mike Smith, because I grabbed some tissue so you don't see my nose run live on air. We didn't like the Mercedes Moné dance. So what we do in the world of social media and professional wrestling, we don't like something, we switch it around. And it became the Black Girl Magic Dance. So you gotta like it. You can't be a girl dad or a mama's boy and not do the BGM because you got Black Girl Magic somewhere in your house. And if you don't, you better get you some. Okay? There it is. Now, back to my soliloquy. Okay? BGM's in the chat. Okay? They come out, Liv Morgan looking good, they looking good, Bring It On is right. Then they show up on SmackDown and get that ass whooped. Okay? And I had to get that off the screen. Thank you. Had to show that picture. Man, I told my wife I wanted that Coachella Beyonce hoodie. I want these Glow and EST hoodies as well. She said, well, you can't wear that stuff. I said, watch it. It's a girl stuff. They pink. I said, damn, you're right. I don't wear them. But you know what? Jey Uso wears pink, so I can wear pink. It's okay. It's a little splash of pink. You can't be having all pink on. Ain't no Cameron stuff going on, all right? Yeah, Cam, talking with your veneers and all. Guess what? I ain't got no rap career either, okay? So we could meet in the streets, okay? You had on all pink with a pink fur and a pink hat, okay? Must not us forget you had to run from New York to Chicago because you got ran out of New York. I'm just saying, Cam, I love you. I'm just joking. Please don't kick my ass. Listen, we're gonna take our first break of the night, y'all. I see the calls coming in. Avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugan, the chat room is on fire. 516-259-9517 is number to call in, y'all. We'll be right back. Up next, Michaela wondering about WWE, y'all. Be right back.
Well, first of all, I ever see Coasty and Xavier come out there again, we do not need to see y'all hips. Like, we do not need to see y'all fucking hips. Like, it's crazy. Like, come on, guys. Like,
the shirts off and the lower jeans.
Yeah,
the lower
jeans. Like, look, like they had the D'Angelo video or something.
How does it feel?
How does it feel?
The women went crazy over that shit. So hey,
girl, Welcome to Wondering About WWE. I'm Michaela, and we are just wondering about WWE Raw and SmackDown. I only have one thing to say about Raw. Well, actually, two. One, the whole Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens unsanctioned match. I think Kevin's going to lose. That's all I have to say on that topic. They're building it up like Kevin's going to lose. I don't want Kevin to lose. I'm very invested in this Kevin drama, and I don't want him to lose. But I think with how they're building it up and the whole Sami stuff, I think they're going to end up making Kevin lose again. So I'm not really excited for that. And then we have the whole Naomi Liv Morgan business. I think this also happened on SmackDown, but I'm saying it on the Raw section. I still think it was Naomi who did it. And until there's real footage proof that it was Liv Morgan and Raquel, I'm gonna think Naomi did it. No offense, Naomi. You're still my favorite wrestler, but no. Then we have SmackDown. What did I care about? The Rock coming out. His updated entrance for that night. I don't know if he's gonna keep it, but I personally actually enjoyed it. A lot of people probably got surprised if they don't know what it was about. But my dad got me on that section, so I enjoyed the entrance pretty well, actually. And then it switched back to his old one after doing a little thing that reminded me of the New Orleans, because WrestleMania is going to be in New Orleans next year. Need New Orleans. And then we have the whole Street Profits debacle. And I love it. The Street Profits should have stayed healed no matter what. I'm excited for what happens next, and they deserve the titles, and DIY sucks. I've always hated DIY. They're a team, but DIY means do it yourself, and they're not doing anything themselves. And then on SmackDown, we have, I think it was when Alexa did her little promo, was on SmackDown. And I'm so excited for the Y6 to come back around Alexa, because they only started coming back when Alexa came back, and it's all, they're no longer on Raw. They're only showing up for Alexa Bliss's things. I'm excited for them to show up. And then before we end it, we have to do my Elimination Chamber predictions. I have already said, I think, but we're gonna say them again. And we need to put on our glasses because we're intelligent wrestling fans over here. Let's see. Bianca Belair is gonna win the females Elimination Chamber. I'm hoping Elimination Chamber is when Naomi and Bianca are getting a little less being friends. Like, they're not fully turning heel against each other yet, but like it's getting worse over time, starting at the Elimination Chamber. And I think John Cena is going to win the men's Elimination Chamber because he didn't win the Royal Rumble, and he's going to main event WrestleMania, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be John Cena who wins the male's Elimination Chamber. But as you guys know, I can't talk about it like this. I can't give you all my theories. You just have to be intelligent wrestling fans. So let's go back over to the real Tribal Chief.
Yeah, that's mine, y'all. That was mine. Thank you, Michaela Wonders, for yet again with that brilliant take, as she is a young and developing, intelligent wrestling fan. She loves the Dudley glasses. She got good feedback from the fans when she first put them on, so they told her to keep them on. But one of the fans said something about the night they go at it tonight, since it's not going to be on Elimination Chamber. This pay-per-view, as of right now, only has 4 matches on it. So this is not going to be part. This is tonight. Let's see, does Jay come back tonight? Did they make any waves in this tonight? Let's get into that. A couple more honorable mentions. Roxanne Perez shows up on Raw last week. I thought that was big news. I'm a big Pop Rocks fan. Also, honorable mention, I talked about it last week, so I had to go back to it again this week, Honeybee, and that is Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Reason why it's not in there, because I actually had thought that, or hoped, shall I say, right, that Roman Reigns somehow interfered in this and Finn would get into the chamber. That didn't happen. So now my hope is that somehow Roman gets involved in the chamber that stops this whole thing from Seth Rollins. I do believe the writings on the wall, we're going to get Seth versus Roman at the Rumble. At Elimination Chamber for WrestleMania. Your take on those 2 honorable mentions?
So yeah, I kind of didn't think Roman was coming back. He does this, hiatus where he'll take a month or 2 off, and so I really wasn't expecting him. I wasn't expecting it to be a clean finish, though. I felt like it was gonna be some shenanigans or something, but I wasn't expecting Roman to show up. But for story-wise, with CM Punk making it into the Elimination Chamber, it would only be right to put Seth and Drew in there. So if anything, I feel like Finn might, come out and mess up Seth's opportunity to win that. If anything, that'll still be like a beat that they might have still going on or whatever. But other than that, Seth was probably the right man to be the last winner anyway. But I don't think he's going to win the chamber.
No, neither do I. 929, you are on with the Mike Knoxxx Show and Honeybee. What's your question? What's your take?
Hey, how you doing? This is Charmaine. How you doing?
What's going on, homie?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. Honeybee, hi. It's funny to hear your voice. This is Charmaine. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
No, my question is they were showing the one for SmackDown. They were showing that thought that Liv Morgan and Raquel did it, but there's no proof that they did it. They walked by, but they didn't show when they attacked Jay. No. So I don't understand why
I want to know who recorded
that. Even though I don't like the Judgment Day, I don't like them, but there's still no proof that they did it.
Yeah, and like I said, I want to know who recorded that video anyway, just to get everybody in it.
There's no proof that Raquel and Liv attacked Jay.
Right. No proof at all. I can't stand it personally that they did that at all. I don't for at all. And one reason I think that she they completely just threw that off. I think it was Naomi from the beginning. I think I saw a comment during the Michaela Wonder segment. Grand Body P live from the UK spoke on can't wait. Again, I'm gonna stand by this till the day it happens. If I've said it before, let me go back. Bianca Belair is not turning heel. However, if they turn her heel, I think it's gonna be the biggest mistake they've ever made. And this is where there's certain things about Triple H's booking that Vince McMahon wouldn't do. Vince McMahon understood the power. Okay, I need you people to understand here. Okay, when I say, I said this last week, right? About I talk about wrestlers all the time, and 95% of them they're white wrestlers. Okay, when you're at WrestleMania and there's 160,000 people there, and I'm watching little white girls walk around with black ponytails like they're Bianca Belair, the same way that black girls walked around with Elsa with the blonde ponytail. That's huge. You do not F that up. Turning Bianca Belair heel to me would be a huge injustice. I don't hear about grown people talking about, oh, she's turned heel because of no, she doesn't. Look at the writing on the wall. Look at the legacy she can have behind her. Look at again, I go back, Honeybee. And if I gotta go through this almost every year, Vaughn, right? Look what she did for the little girl at WrestleMania in Hollywood. Those things are huge. Okay. What she means to the black wrestling little girls, that BGM that I do, what she represents, she can't turn heel. She just cannot do it. I cannot see it. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely. I've been wrong every other day. Okay. But I think it'd be a grave injustice. What's your take on that, Honeybee?
So you would rather see Naomi go heel than Bianca? She's
been heel before. And I like
Bianca's been heel before.
Bianca was only heel in NXT. Doesn't count as on the main roster. She has never been heel in the WWE.
You don't like her heel run in NXT?
When she was in NXT, ask Dice Man. I couldn't stand her. You know why? Because I didn't like how they made her. I didn't like Sasha Banks in the beginning of NXT because I didn't like how they made her. All that whole girl. Yeah. I don't like that. Now I'm not saying that's not who she still is, but now that's just part of who her. It's one thing when you're trying to exploit that in someone. It's another thing when that's just them being natural. How they had her in NXT, that was exploiting her being black. It wasn't natural. Yeah. Now it is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's my take on that part. Again, it's my Black History segment moment right now before I get into 2-in-1, which I know you want to talk about The Rock. We're going to talk about him momentarily. Give me the number to call in. It's 516-259-9517. Last night, Honeybee, I got the privilege of going to a wrestling event that I absolutely have to say, shout out to Freckles Sensei, shout out to Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment for this moment. I went to their event like about a month or two ago that I had a chance of going to. And again, it's not an all-black wrestling promotion. Let me just say that, okay? But I've gone to indie shows, and I say this openly and honestly. Okay, and this is no disrespect towards anybody because without indies, there could be nothing else we watch doesn't exist. They all have to come from somewhere. It's like the minor leagues, college basketball, and so forth. Indies don't entertain me typically. They just really don't. Something has to happen for me to be like, oh my God. Like a couple times, like executive consultant, he does commentary and ring announcing at a place in Florida, right? And I've been there a couple guys, they absolutely shine. Okay. And with this, I felt the same way, and I got the privilege to go see this event. And let me just bring on the screen here real fast. Okay. Charlie Bravo with this. Let me turn that down. We got Charlie Bravo. Go back. Charlie Bravo, Shane Marks from Philadelphia, AJ Francis, Big Bishop. This event, Kelsey Reagan, oh my gosh, she's a star in the making. Okay, and Alexis Lightfoot. To see this thing's live, and again, this is a local Atlanta wrestling entertainment, but I wanted to pay some homage during Black History Month towards this federation because the representation that represents me was in full effect last night, and I had such a good time. AJ Francis, and to watch how the crowd interacts with everybody, like this guy right here backs me up. Never heard Philly spelt this way.
From the black city of Philadelphia.
How did he spell it?
He spelled Philadelphia. And this guy right here, Charlie Bravo, he's a star. I believe, if I'm mistaken, please don't hold that against me. But I believe he's kind of already signed to AEW, right? And this crowd, the fans that follow him, the kids that follow him, I've been to indie shows. I've been to at least 50 indie shows in my life. I don't see crowds like this for anybody, okay? They let you come up to the ring. At one point, this other tag team came to the ring in the beginning, and they got Hennessy cups. And I'm like, yo, I pulled out my flash last night, Honey B. I was like, hey, let's go get it, right? Man, it was an impromptu rap show that was there last night as well. And again, you know, we spoke to Honey B and Dice, and I'm not big into today's hip hop, but there was something about the vibe of the place and watching everybody just enjoy themselves was amazing to me. And I want to just give some shots out to Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment and those people who did their thing last night. Bravo becomes the undisputed, unifying all the titles. He walks out with 6 belts last night. Right now, he has the most titles for people in the state of Georgia ever at one time. And then coming up on April 9th, AJ Francis will be back in the building challenging for that title. And I just thought it was absolutely amazing. And I want to shed some light on that for this, my Black History Month moment of the week. And shout out to AJ Francis as well. Y'all know I've interviewed him on here before, friend of the program. It's always funny, Dice, as you're backstage watching. And I do this to everybody because you know how I am. You've been with me long enough. I don't try to be the groupie, right? And people fall around. So, of course, I walk up, hey, Mike Knoxxx. He goes, I know who you are. And I'm sitting there saying, oh, shit, okay, cool. Nice. Right? It's like, shout out to my man, Mo Eaton, Dog King Extraordinaire, was like, oh, you know MVP? And I was like, dude, I don't know. So you interviewed MVP? I said, dude, I do not remember that. We walk in the building, MVP's like, yo, what's going on, Mike Knoxxx? I'm like, oh, shit, I guess people do know me. You know what I mean? But in honor of AJ Francis, and honestly, this one thanks to Dice for this one because he was talking about the WB Topps cards, and all of a sudden they're becoming famous again. He was like, man, I'm like, these cards been out for years. But he's like, but now they're starting to make a comeback. You know, everything's regurgitating itself from before. So I got an AJ Francis autograph signed card, okay, that I want to give away on our Patreon page. Okay, so look, tune to that, guys. Start subscribing to our Patreon page. We got plenty of giveaways for you guys, okay, including right now, still going on, the Edge Copeland, I keep saying that, shirt going on right now on our Patreon. It was the February thing. I don't think we gave it away yet, so we're going to extend it to the end of this, February's still here. To the end of the month, you still got time to go ahead and get your Edge Copeland shirt. So get that Copeland shirt, get this AJ Francis Topps card signed by him, mint condition in the plastic. We are here for you here on Unpopular Review and the Mike Knoxxx Show. Thank you for that, Dice, as well. Number 2 on my list, and then we're going to get to This Week in Wrestling before we get to the number 1 thing, which everybody came to talk about, and that is The Rock, is Elimination Chamber. Okay? Now, y'all all know, and I got to be honest, I can't technically do a prediction show because we have one on Thursday. Okay? Make sure you guys come back here on Thursday for said prediction show. Okay? It's going to star the executive consultant, somebody from Raw, somebody from SmackDown, being in this one, we're going to get the Z is Silent joining him. And this Elimination Chamber, make sure you guys come back and get ready for that on Thursday. I believe it's at 8 o'clock. So go watch the Unpopular Review Entertainment show at 7:30. Come back to Unpopular Review Wrestling at 8 o'clock for the prediction show. And then go back to Unpopular Interview Entertainment for Superman 4 review, as we're still reviewing all the Supermans that come through right now. All right, but Elimination Chamber is on Sunday. And this will lead us right into the thing. 100% for me, Honeybee. Bianca Belair wins this. If she doesn't, my daughter and I will personally riot and tear up our house, and my wife will probably divorce me.
Okay.
Who you got winning this one?
I'm torn between Roxanne and.
You think Roxanne's going to come in here in her first Elimination and win? Wow, I like that.
Honestly, it could be a possibility. I mean, Bianca's a good idea, but Roxanne would be a sneak attack. And I feel like we need something different. I feel like we all know who's going to win the men's. So we need like a surprise winner for the women's. Like we don't need
I'm gonna say
we got some good contenders.
I think Dice is going for Bailey because he's like we haven't got Bailey versus Rhea again. Like people were talking about Bianca versus Rhea. I think that's where they're going. But again, with the Jade situation, we don't know. Right. So I got her in this one.
That's Bianca why I'm saying that's why I picked somebody else, because with the whole Jay situation, Bianca may not
get there. Right. We got this no sanction match going on right now between Sami Zayn and in my top 10, Kevin Owens. He has become my top 10 favorite of all time. I cannot lie. Kevin Owens. I'm probably the only person here that never been to a wrestling event of any kind ever. That is a shame because you were in New York City. Okay, you have all kind of wrestling around you, bro. You got to go somewhere. Okay, no, Dice, I see you backstage. That's different for you. You're in Delaware. With all due respect, a lot of them don't come to Delaware, right? So when they come to Delaware, it's far in between, especially the big boys. He's in New York City, and he's a diehard wrestling fan. Okay, I would think again. You know where I stand. Again, people stand on different sides of the spectrum. Wrestling fans show it's the same thing if you're a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, you buy sports fans gear. You buy what you like. If you like comic books, you buy comic books. If you like wrestling, you support wrestling by going. That's just my take on that. I'm still going to go with Kevin Owens with this. I'm with my baby girl on this one. Who you got in this match? Sorry, Sammy, I love you.
With it being an unsanctioned match and everything and anything can go, I feel like somebody's not walking out. So it may be Kevin.
Since you said what you said, I'm going to piggyback on that. I'm saying Kevin, but I will go back to a great wrestling show I went to, all right, was the Royal Rumble, when Who Should Not Be Named Voldemort called Chris Benoit won that Royal Rumble, and I saw an awesome street fight between Shawn Michaels and Triple H, and they both got carried out on a stretcher. Haven't seen that in the WWE since. That'd be probably good to see it here, I think. I don't think it'll happen, but I would love to see that. Randy is going to cost KO. Ooh, I like that as well, Fernando.
Keep forgetting about Randy. That is a good take. But I don't know. I think Kevin might win this one.
This impromptu match because they don't have nothing else to put on the card. They're in Toronto. So the beautiful, vivacious Trish, I'm 50 years old, look better than all y'all, that 27-year-old Stratus. And yeah, I'm talking about
for that side of the community, by the way. Yeah. She still looks good.
So take on the Queen Nia Jackson, that girl that okay, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. Candice LeRae. Easily to me. What she say?
Trishy time.
Trishy time wins this match.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Trish and Tiff for sure.
Trish never looked better than a set of overrated twins. And you say everybody knows who's gonna win this, so that I guess we're both going for Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady's. The GOAT scene?
Absolutely. Right. Because like I said, with you having Drew, Seth, and CM Punk in there, they're gonna go at it. They may tease a whole honestly, I feel like honestly feel like Logan Paul is probably gonna eliminate Damian Priest. Damian's probably gonna be the first.
Damian Priest is the worst one in this match and shouldn't be here. It should be Jacob Fatu. And I've seen some idiot fan that put up there today, guys. Ready for this? This man said, y'all acting like Damian Priest ain't put over Bad Bunny. That's the last time I actually thought he did a good match. Was against Bad Bunny. Okay? What are y'all talking about? Okay.
Yeah, I think Damian's out of there first, and it's probably gonna be by Logan or something. Some bullshit what's gonna happen with Logan. And then they're gonna have the storyline that you got CM Punk, Drew, and Seth. And then that one lonely person is probably going to be the final two the final three is probably going to be Logan, John, and probably Seth.
Here's my thing about this that Dice mentioned. We have our conversation. We speak every day. How much time you going to wait for CM Punk to get his dream? The man came back to main event of WrestleMania, and he's as brittle cake, right? Like every time we turn around, he's going to be the next click. Yeah, that's Kevin Nash's knees. Okay, that becomes CM Punk. Okay, everybody's saying it's going to be Punk, Seth, and Roman. Okay, I can see that, But damn it, you gotta stop jumping the ball with CM Punk at this point. To me, last year he wasn't there last year. I definitely thought he'd be there this year, and he's not again. Because the bigger shock of this, I think, will be Saturday if Jonathan Erasure Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT Cena does not win.
Exactly.
That'd be the biggest surprise. So with that, we're going to move on because I ain't supposed to talk about it that much because they got a prediction show again. Make sure you guys check it out this Thursday at 8:00. So gonna take a break, come back with the week in wrestling and talk about the number one thing on the card because it's this right here. The Rock from Friday, now is also showing up at Elimination Chamber in Toronto. Wow. The Rock back.
You gotta love it.
And people don't love it. People don't love it. And it burns my bridges. Okay?
Because when y'all they're gonna have a fit too.
But they're gonna make me burn my Sean Johns. They're gonna make me burn Sean Johns.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast and Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the week in wrestling history. On this day, February 24th, 1997, WWE, or WWF at the time, taped the full episode of Monday Night Raw at the Manhattan Center in New York for the very last time at that point. And of course, the show wound up being one of Raw's most historic shows of all time, as Legion of Doom made the surprise return for the first time since SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley. And also, that was the same night that the ECW made their invasion. And the funny thing about it is that, ironically, 8 years later, ECW One Night Stand took place at the same arena in Manhattan. On the same day in 2003, of course, Raw from Toronto, Booker T eliminated The Rock in a 20-man, aforementioned Rock, in a 20-man battle royal to win the opportunity to face Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. At WrestleMania 19, we all know how that turned out. On the same day, in 2011, by way of press release, WWE announced that they signed, arguably the biggest non-American wrestling star in the world, Sin Cara. We know how that turned out as well. It turned out to be a huge disaster. On the same day in 2014, of course, the wrestling media landscape was forever changed when WWE Network was launched. And so of course, initially only available in the USA, in the United States, the on-demand service, which at the time was $9.99, featured the biggest and best programming from the archives, as well as WrestleMania 30 was the very first WrestleMania on the network. On February 25th, 2001, WWF No Way Out took place in Las Vegas. And of course, in the show featured a double main event where Triple H defeated Stone Cold in a 2-hour 3-stage of hell match. Final match of the night, The Rock became the first ever six-time WWF champion with a win over Kurt Angle. On the same day in 2013, on episode Monday Night Raw, John Cena and CM Punk had one of the most acclaimed historic matches of all time in the history of Monday Night Raw. Cena would win to main event WrestleMania and defeat The Rock in their rematch. On the same day in 2018, Elimination Chamber took place once again in Las Vegas. Main event saw Roman Reigns win the Elimination Chamber to earn a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. And of course, on the same day in 97, Monday Night Raw took place in February 26th, in 1997. Raw took place in Germany, and British Bulldog was crowned the first ever European champion as he defeated Owen Hart. Of course, in 2007, John Cena defeated Shawn Michaels. John Cena and Shawn Michaels defeated Ray RKO to win the World Tag Team Championships. February 27th, 2000, No Way Out took place as Triple H defeated the legendary Cactus Jack in a Hell in a Cell match. And of course, February 28th, that was the same day of the infamous Mae Young hand incident. And of course, as far as birthdays, February 24th, O'Shea Jackson Jr. turns 34. Corey Graves turns 41. February 25th, Ric Flair turns 76. February 28th, Ricky Steamboat turns 72. And Norman Smiley turns 60. That is your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
The Z Insider presents Out the Penitentiary Moments. Femi and Moose has money written all over it. We saw Moose show up on Tuesday, and Obafemi says, you know what? I see your roll up. I'll raise you one. And he shows up in Impact. Money. Talk of the week. The fail fumble of the week. Megan Bain and Thick Statlander. First of all, I am becoming a big fan of Megan Bain. That woman is a goddess.
She doesn't belong to
she
AEW.
She does not.
She does not belong to AEW. She looks like a goddess.
Money. That is straight money. Man, I had so much. I said this before. I said once they put these two women in a ring together, it's going to be money. And it was everything but that. She comes to the ring with a steel chair. Wrestling psychology tells us that if somebody runs to the ring with a steel chair,
somebody's getting hit.
You should be running or you're going to get hit. Penelope stands in front of Megan. Why are you standing in front of Megan Bain? She don't need your protection. That woman is a goddess. Look at her. Thunder Rosa. Look at this. She cocks the chair back. Yeah, I can't do it. What is that? What is that? I'm sorry. For me, you fumbled this match, you fumbled this rivalry, you fumbled with these two ladies. I don't see how ever since Chris Statlander lost that championship, she's been on a decline. Terrible.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mike Knoxxx Show. I am Mike Knoxxx. That is the beautiful honeybee. I just realized you got your eye on the residency of shirt on. I got my bloodline shirt on. You know what I mean? I had that on like the other day. Look at that. We matching. We matching. Open Infinity versus. Stop it. That's what I say. Insane. That's what I say. Right? I just couldn't say it. But anywho, let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about this right here. The return of the great one. And for those who thought I would go a whole show without doing this because my throat was sick, let's just understand one thing, people.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna just let that go and not go a whole show because I can't yell right now, right?
Did your throat hurt?
Shut up. Pause. But it does, okay? I got a sore throat, all right? But we saw The Rock return, and y'all thought that my baby girl was going to mention something that I couldn't get on her about? Hey, we got about to get a strike today. Listen, that intro was amazing because the great one's amazing. Listen, Coach Phil. Listen, everybody else who I can't think of your name right now because I'm heavily deuced on this, whatever the hell is. My wife got me some really strong tea, y'all. Okay. And I did try to drink a little bit to try to make it go a little bit. So I had some liquor in my tea. Shh. Is she watching? All right. I don't know if she knew that, but I poured some liquor in my tea. But anywho, The Rock is back, y'all. And when The Rock comes back, we should listen. We shouldn't be puzzled by the face of this man. He says, why is he back? How come out of my match? He said, sorry. He owns the company. He can do what he want to do. I guess you better get to that ring and find out. Rock comes out because he's the final boss. Let's just play that song again. I'm going to get a strike, Black God Magic. That's on hit, yo. That's on hit right there. But this was, to me, good. Now, granted, Rock, I love you. Dwayne. 30 minutes? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Honeybee, the man spoke for 30 minutes.
Of whatever the hell that was he was saying. I still don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what he said. First of all, he said, going back to New Orleans. I went crazy. I went like, David wrote in the chat, yeah. Then EC told the man, nobody cares. Stop. I'm worried about Vegas first. Which, whatever. If you're going to Vegas, good for you. Okay. I'm not going to Vegas. So I'm excited about New Orleans. So I'm going to New Orleans. All right. So talking about calling back to New Orleans, there it is right there, April 11th, April 12th, which I'm kind of happy about because every single year I have to argue with my wife because my kids' birthdays all fall in line. I have one son April 1st, one son April 17th. There's a plaque on my wall over there. On April 1st, 2012, my black ass saw Cena and Rock. Well, that's supposed to be one in a lifetime, which the plaque says. We also know that was like twice in a lifetime that happened. So, but I was there, but not this time. I'll be able to be there freely and come home to a birthday, after a birthday, before another birthday. I love it. But he comes in the ring and he says, Cody, I want you to be better than me. I'm here. I want you to be here. Not like Kanye West. I don't want you to go out there and sell your mom's soul to the devil for the Illuminati. We don't want you to do that. Because that's what happened to Kanye. Y'all don't believe him? I'm saying. Who have you ever seen die from a breast augmentation? I'll wait. Honeybee.
Right.
They do surgeries every day in America, B.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna send your mama to Mexico to get some new boobs?
No, sir.
You got Dr. Zero, Dr. No, and Dr. Who, and all them people right here in America. But anyway, so I'm not gonna have you sign no papers just yet. But I want you to sign them, Cody. I want you to sign them here. I want you to be my champion. And I remember I'm in the party with Dice. I said, "Ooh," Dice said, "Well, we both were kind of like wondering." I said, "Oh, corporate champion," because Rock was a corporate champion, turning Cody heel. Now, speculation might have you say, if it is Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena at Mania who wins the Elimination Chamber, Cena's not going to be a heel in his last WrestleMania.
No.
We saw, I believe Steve, Big Daddy Cool from the Radar Super Show said, well, we got the beginning of a heel Cody with how he treated Kevin Owens in their match they just had, right? So what do we get here? I want you to elevate yourself. Don't give me an answer right now. Give me an answer later, but I want your soul. To me, it was very simple. Everybody complained about it. What's your take?
Well, when you explain it like that, it makes more sense because when I was listening to him, and I promise you I really was, I was listening to him and I'm like,
avoid the clamp, Jimmy Dugan.
He just threw me off with this whole I want your soul. I want you to be my champion. I want you to do this. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, why isn't he saying this to Roman? For one, what's up with that? For two, is this a ruse? Is this a way to get the title off Cody? And he's going to work his way into getting to his head to really be like, yeah, I'm on your side. And then when it gets to the main, to probably WrestleMania or whatever, and he flips on him, like, is this the start of that? Like, are we going to get Cody
That's why people were thinking
going
that
into it?
you thought Rock was going to take somebody's spot. Like we thought too. Well, he took somebody's spot last year. Going to come in and take the Elimination Chamber spot and put himself in a match. Do you think that's more likely? You think they're going to go to that WrestleMania? Okay, I don't think that one either. Just wanted to make sure.
No, I don't think that. I think like I said, I think he's trying to really get into his head to double cross him. Or if we do get heel Cody from all of this, again, why is he not talking to Roman? So are we going to go back to Roman and Cody?
Roman said that belt he was coming for it. Pause. We also had what happened at the Rumble with Seth interfering in that. So I think that puts Roman on the back burner. Let me just say this also, because I know fans out there believe this. Roman Reigns is not a face. I repeat, Roman Reigns is not a face.
Ain't a man alive who can touch my button. If I had one, you wouldn't be able to locate it. Can't no man knock me out. I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody. This is my show. This is my camera. I run it.
Ah! It's my favorite part of the whole thing. Okay. He even put on, we was on O'Shea Jackson's podcast, man, said, I wake up, I just know I'm better than you. Don't get mad at me. I remember somebody told me one time, y'all, that I think too highly of myself.
That's crazy to say.
What
if
the
you don't,
fuck?
who will?
Will. I wake up every morning, I think I piss excellence. I know I got flaws, but if I always say this, I can brag. I'm born and raised in Chicago and Philadelphia. We want to be like Mike, which means beat Mike's ass, not join him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's what every day I think I got 2 bad knees. I'm out of shape and I'm sick right now. But Michael Jordan said, "Let's go play 1-on-1 right now." I would talk cold hard cash to that man. Probably get my ass booked. Okay, but I go for it all, and people need to do that, and that's what Roman does. Cody, Roman, that's down the line, right? He doesn't get hurt like CM Punk does. We can run that back. His thing is that, hey, I might just want to leave, right? Because y'all give me 3 months off at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's Roman's biggest thing. But Cody has been a great champion over the past year, right? For what it's worth. He's had good matches, maybe some we didn't always like, but he's had some really, really good matches in the past year. We go back, there was nominated for one of the match of the year last year was AJ Styles and him at Backlash. Great match.
I was going to bring that up, yep.
Okay, a lot of good matches. I can see a lot of things happening at this chamber, including The Rock being there, which will give us more answers to our questions. Cannot wait to come back this Sunday, 11 a.m. for the Mike Knoxxx UPR review show of Elimination Chamber. Make sure you guys come back and check it out Saturday morning. And Honeybee says she's going to join us. Look at that, y'all. That's 2 shows in a row, right?
Bro, so I'm starting over now?
No. I'm just saying I know you made your 7. You made your 7.
I was gonna say, what are we doing?
You made your 7. I give you that. You know what I mean? I agree. Explaining it like that makes sense, Gus. We did turn Cody Hill. The fans will boo him. My thing with the whole Cena situation is that Saturday can change everything, right? Like we all assume that John Cena wins that, right? I will probably be pissed if he doesn't, but it's not one of the matches that I have to watch, and I don't care how he wins. As long as to me he wins as a fan, right. I want to see it. The one thing about me not knowing I'm not making Vegas is that I want to see John Cena's last WrestleMania. Okay, that's my thing. I'm a huge Jonathan and Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady, John Cena, the GOAT fan. So I want to see see him win because I think he should win and needs to win to break the record. That's just me. I think he needs to do it. I want to see him do it. But with that being said, I'm not going to have blind rankings this week because we did throw in the Elimination Chamber and things like that. I am under the weather as well. I know some of you guys couldn't tell, but I am very hot. Toddy is right, Carmen. Paul Robeson, baby. We gotta do something different. But I want to thank you, Honeybee, for coming to join us. I want to thank my team and the Back Home Me Down King Von Jr. 301 Victorious Ones podcast. The Zia Solid. Make sure you guys follow everybody around here on our network. Honeybee, where can they find you at on social media?
You can find me on Twitter. I believe my ad is 6 foot Honeybee. I have to check to make sure.
I think you're correct.
But yeah, that's my Twitter is 6 foot Honeybee. It's the number 6 IXFTHONEYB.
Tall girls got them.
Yeah.
Y'all know that.
Yeah.
Y'all know. Y'all don't know. Y'all need to find out. But listen, make sure y'all come back tonight for the Rated R Raw review show. Holding it down. And as I've always been saying, I've been saying this for years before we made it a thing here on Unpopular Review. We truly, truly have something for everybody here on the network. Mike Knoxxx Show you're watching right now. The Raw review show later on the night. Tomorrow night, come back for the NXT review show. To me, I love those guys right there. Wednesday, All Elite Women Dynamite Wrestling right there. Top 5s and prediction shows. This Thursday, we got the prediction show for Elimination Chamber. Saturday, we got the SmackDown review show, the Penitentiary with Zia Silent and Vic Damone the Mark. And then brand new show, y'all. Somebody asked for it. I don't know who, but we're going to do it anyway. AEW Collision review. Go figure, but it's here. Check out my man, Mad Dog. And the Zia Silent on that should be very entertaining. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. I bet you that show going to be better than Collision itself. So come back for that in itself and watch those guys because I bet you it's going to be better. So with that being said, guys, we're going to get up out of here. Do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me and don't love God. That is crazy. I'm out of here forever. I love you. Thank you. See y'all on Sunday morning, y'all. Fingers.
Drums, please. Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on them. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? You ready?